right, welcome everybody to the first installment of Unpopular Opinions. And I'm here today with a good friend of mine, Mr. Coach Edd Gladney. How you doing today, Coach?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm pretty good. So, just wanted to bring you in here to do a little short interview, and just get to know Coach Edd. So who is Coach Edd? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Outside of football, I'm a proud father. Was a single dad raising 3 girls. Love of my life passed, and continue being there with my girls, raising them, doing the best I can. I'm a proud grandfather. Got a granddaughter. That's my heart. Son. Love my parents, siblings, my brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews. I mean, I'm a family man, very simple. When I'm not involved with sports, you'll find me in my apartment, probably watching a little bit of TV. Most of the times, though, it's always going to be something sports related, but,
You have any favorite shows, man? Anything you're watching right now that you're interested in?
Well, I'm more old school, so I mean, I'll watch movies from the 30s, 40s. It doesn't matter if it's if it's black based, if it's white based, because to me the acting was pure then. But my favorite show is A Different World. Anybody knows me, I'll watch that over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, the scene where Dwayne, Whitney's getting married and Dwayne comes down to the aisle, baby, please. It's like, and I remember watching that with, the love of my life. She was upstairs and I was downstairs and she's yelling at the top of the stairs, did you see it? Did you see it? So, Different World is, that's my joint. So, but I mean, I have a lot of other ones, but, that's number one with me. So
yeah, that's a classic. That definitely is a classic. It's one of my favorite shows as well. So you're a football coach. What got you started as a football coach, and is there someone that kind of inspired you to be a football coach?
Well, it's a few people. First and foremost, my father. My father's a big Steelers fan. Growing up, 70s. As a young kid, he would just grab me, sit me down, and have me watch the game. And eventually, by the time I was 10, I was about 40 to 50% accurate in telling them who was going to get the ball. I could tell them, Rocky Bleiner's going to get the football, and Franco, if it was going to be a pass. I just had a tendency, because the biggest thing was I understood down and distance. Formations back then were pretty simple, but they had a key, and everybody always had a tendency. So that started me, and then I never played youth or high school football. Youth football, I was too big. Back in the 70s, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, a big guy like me could not play because they were afraid I was going to hurt the kids. So, and then at 14, I had surgery. So, I couldn't play high school football because, I had hip issues. So, and my younger brother was playing football, and I used to have to take him to practice, and I knew the coach, and he knew I knew football or had a love for football, and he had me starting to do drills, and from there I just started asking questions, and at 14 is when I started coaching, and I've been coaching ever since.
14 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've been doing this a really long time, Coach.
1981 is when I started. So
wow.
And I've done coaching. I finished up my degree in sports management. I've done journalism. I've been a owner of several minor league semi-pro teams. Coached at different levels, from youth football, high school, college prep, indoor arena style football, minor league semi-pro. Been to many different coaching clinics. So it's not just I'm just someone who just shows up. I've Alabama, Texas, Penn State, Rutgers, done, online clinics. They had a big clinic. They always have a big one down in Atlantic City that I used to go to. Develop many different networks and connections. I know plenty of coaches who were top level Division I. So it's just, I love it. I love sitting down and analyzing players and breaking down the skills, the X's, the O's, dissecting the opposition. Trust me, it's. I got notes all over the place in my storage locker, full of football stuff. Just
little sticky notes and stuff.
no. I'm talking about notebooks upon notebooks
Oh, okay.
upon notebooks. Like you could probably have about stack of notes. So.
Wow. Okay. So what's your favorite play? What is there a favorite play or formation that you called or that you liked?
It depended on the talent that I was coaching. I mean, when I was OC of one of the teams, I'll just say it was the New Jersey Warriors, one of the teams I owned. I was the OC, and because of the talent that I had, one of the key players was my tight end, and we would run trips to one side, and it was a smash route concept, but we did smash route on the inside concept because on the outside, the number 3 or number 1 receiver, however you want to classify, Z receiver, he would always clear run a vertical. The tight end was on the inside, and then I had a J receiver who ran the smash route, the short hitch, and then the tight end's running the corner route, and it always seemed to work. Teams back then just couldn't stop it, and it was very dynamic. Our quarterback was very good at, looking off the safety. Didn't matter if they were in cover 3, if they were playing man. He would look them off, and then he knew exactly, hit the tight end, put the ball in the right spot, and it always worked. And, defensively, just, movement, blitzing, squeezing. It didn't matter if I brought the middle linebacker off the edge, with the D-line slanting. It didn't matter if I was bringing the weak side line. It didn't matter. I mean, when I'm on DC, I love the blitz. I do.
So did you coach offense more, would you say, or defense more?
Minor league, semi-pro, I probably did a little bit. I did more defense, but overall, like when I first started, I was on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, and I actually started as an offensive line coach, even at 14. I was teaching the kids the techniques as an offensive line, running the drill. So I did more offense when I was younger, and then it transitioned to defense because I played in college. I played defense. So, and then, studying and learning how to watch film, and, but overall, I mean, honestly, I'm equally balanced. I'm equally well versed at coaching either side of the ball. It does not matter, so, and people have said to me, oh, you're such a great defensive coach. Yeah, but I'm also good at offense too. I mean, my offense, when I was running it, averaged about 32.5 points a game. So, you can't be
high flying offense.
It's not. My biggest thing was play action, because back when I was running OC, Peyton Manning, Edgerrin James, Clark, and Marvin Harrison, and we'd always attack, because I had power backs as well as I had elusive backs, and one of the things we could run is a stretch. We'd attack you with the stretch, and then it was a stretch boot with the floods coming off of the backside. So, it just didn't matter. I mean, yeah, high flying, but if I needed to, we gonna pound the rock. So set up the play action. And
what is the best game you would say that you either coached in or played in? Your very best performance, in your opinion.
It's 2 of our championships when I was with the New Jersey Terminators, another minor league semi-pro team. I was a partner and coach with. The first one was against the New England Knights. We actually had to go up into Bridgeport, Connecticut, and this was our first year with this team. We actually ended up undefeated. We ended up winning the league, but the team we were playing was the number 1 team. They were highly ranked in the region. Everyone thought they were going to walk all over us. Bottom line, we ended up winning 42-0. And the game was actually stopped in the middle of the fourth quarter because, tempers got a little bit out of line. But, we just picked the ball off at their 35, and we were set to go in, and because we all said the same thing. We want a 50. We want a 50. That was our mentality, you know. So because that season,
y'all didn't let up. Yeah,
no,
I wasn't.
no,
I wasn't trying to let
no,
up. Okay.
no. I mean, I think that season we averaged about 48 points a game while giving up probably about 7, 8 points a game. So
wow,
and
so that's
then,
pretty dominant.
yeah, that first year we were dominant. We just had a mentality. We just gonna punch you in the face and we gonna make you submit to our will. So, um, shout out to my boy Coach Ops. He was the head coach, but we gravitated because that's his personality. So, and then the second year we went down to Carolina, and we were playing the Carolina Stallions, and they jumped out on us, man. I'm gonna be honest. I think they were up by like 25 points, and we fought all the way back, and we ended up winning at the last minute. I think it was 39-38, but we ended up winning right at the last minute. My boy Sal was, I still to this day say Sal should have been playing in the league, but things just didn't turn out that way. But
so you said y'all won at the last minute. Take us through what you felt in that moment.
Well, it was stressful, of course. We were, everybody's on the sideline. Come on, this play work. But Ops was like, "Yo, shut up. This is what we're gonna run. Get the ball to Sal." And boom, Sal he had a way of making people miss, and I think he got in for like a 25-yard touchdown run. And the whole thing was the O-line, everyone just focused and smashed it down, and receivers sealed, and there it went. He hit the edge, and boom, he was gone. And that was it. So it was because really what we were trying to do is move it a little bit closer, because we wanted to throw a pass into the end zone, because we had a tight end who was Sayon was probably about 6'4", then he's about 260, could play fullback, tight end, played middle linebacker. He was a beast of a kid, but we knew if we threw it up to him, he could go up and get it. But Sal just broke it, and they went, and there it went. So
I want to ask you this: have you ever had a Gatorade shower, a Gatorade bath? As a kid, you can't tell. What's it feel like? Tell me.
It depends, man. If it's cold, it's all right. For me, it was all right, but it was just oh man, wet and sticky because they are pouring Gatorade on you, and then you start to think, man, I gotta drive home in this, and because if you're in the local area, you're not showering there in the state. You're gonna shower at home, but but I mean, it's cool because it's part of the celebration. It means something. So
yeah, it's the moment, man.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Good stuff, man. So before we get out of here, I just want to ask you, what's your message to the community? You as a content creator, you can plug your channel, where people can find you at, and just your overall message for the community, and kind of what you want to accomplish as a content creator.
Well, I mean, and to reach me, if you're on Twitter, Coach Edd, you can just type in Coach Edd Gladney, or it's 2 D's, EDD. That's how I spell it. On YouTube, it's Coach Edd's Amazing World of Sports. Real simple. Still 2 DDs. I differentiate myself that way. But the message, to not just Giants Nation. Giants Nation is different, but to people who are getting into this as a whole, number one, have fun with it. That's the biggest thing. Just have fun with it. I know people take it seriously, and that's okay, but you still got to have fun with it, because if you're not having fun, it's a waste of time. And get whatever message you're trying to send, be consistent with it. My message is, it's about sports. Sports are amazing, man. I've met so many great people, whether through this venue, coaching, playing, as a former owner, a league admin, as of a minor league, semi-pro league, just so many people. I've met more people through sports than any other venue. And I've been in corporate America. I met some high-level executives. I met plenty of people, but the most impactful people have been through sports, because to me, sports is a correlation of life. You know, it teaches you discipline, teamwork, respect. I mean, so many different important values that you need in life as a whole. So, you know, if you're doing it, just be consistent with it, have fun, and just make sure you talk your message, or as Big Pat will always say, talk your talk. You know, and YouTubers, yo, chill, man, take it down a notch. You know, I mean, we get crazy, we get passionate. You know, I do too, but if you look at my pages, just simple, boring coach talking X's and O's and analysis. Just
hey, we love that though, man. That's what we want to hear, man. Definitely though, man. But this was great, Coach, man. Links will be in the description, and until the next episode, man, look out for the next episode. We'll see you soon. All right, peace.